Afghan forces have clashed with Taliban fighters in an operation to retake a key border crossing with Pakistan. The unrest at Spin Boldak follows weeks of growing violence as the Taliban fill the void left by U.S. troops. The security situation is stretching government forces to their limits and forcing many people to leave the country.
Desperate and looking for a way out, hundreds gather at this closed border crossing between Afghanistan and Pakistan with whatever they can carry. There's a war going on between the government and the Taliban on the other side. The border is closed. They have to stop fighting and let us go through so we can go home. Battles between Afghan forces and Taliban fighters have escalated across the country in recent weeks.
There are various challenges to cover this kind of story.
On Friday, award-winning photojournalist Danish Siddiqqi was killed near Spin Boldak's crossing. He was embedded with special forces when the military attempted to regain control of the crossing. It's an economic lifeline for southern Afghanistan, a crucial artery for exporting farm goods. Controlling it would be an economic windfall for the Taliban. Insurgents' recent attacks seem tactical, taking advantage of NATO and U.S. troop withdrawal. U.S. President Joe Biden has made it clear nation building was not part of the war on terror launched 20 years ago. He says it's time to leave Afghanistan's future to its people. Russia's foreign minister took a swipe at Biden, calling the mission a failure. Let's face the truth. As President Biden has confirmed, Americans left because they considered their mission accomplished. Obviously, he tried to present the situation in the best way possible, but everyone understands their mission failed. Even as districts topple to the Taliban, Afghan leaders look with optimism towards peace talks in Doha. They say peace will only come from the negotiating table and not the battlefield.
And for more on this, I'm joined by journalist Ali Latifi in Herat, Afghanistan. Ali, the government and troops and the Taliban have both declared victory in the fight at the Spin Boldak crossing. Who's actually right here?
In reality, it could be that both are right, because what we've seen over the last few weeks is that exactly what just happened is that the Taliban will claim to take over a place, and then not long after, the government will claim to have retaken that place, and that's really been the pattern over the last few weeks.
And is there a significant risk that the Taliban will take back power after the American and NATO troops leave?
The risk exists, but, the question is, if they're not able to keep these districts, if they're not able to keep these checkpoints along the Durand line or these border crossings with Iran, or if they weren't even able to keep, the capital of Badghis province, which is actually a small capital, it leads a lot to question whether or not they could take a major city like Kandahar or Herat or Jalalabad. They haven't shown yet that they can really sustain their control over an area.
Okay. Journalist Ali Latifi in Herat, Afghanistan, thanks so much for that update.
Thank you.